So I'm always fascinated by the stories of you ladies who have come to play for the Carolina Acent, and yours is interesting. Number one, I got to know, how does a girl from Akron, Ohio, near Cleveland, how does a Cleveland girl end up on the coast of North Carolina at UNCW?
I want to say I wish the beach was just calling my name, but it's a lot harder process than that. So yeah, I joined what is called like ECNL. It's called like the Elite Clubs National League. And
so is it like with basketball, there's AAU and stuff like that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm with you.
Yeah. So then basically I go to a bunch of showcases and there's a whole bunch of college coaches and they come and watch your games. And so Wilmington's coach was actually watching my friend when I played on the older team, who had committed there. And then he saw me and then, yeah, the rest is pretty much history.
But be honest, once you have that list of schools and you've been freezing your you-know-what off your entire life in Akron, Ohio, and you think, wait a minute, whoa. Your school is actually at the beach? Yeah, I'm signing up immediately.
Oh, yeah. I said goodbye, snow. I've had too much of that.
It's a weird mentality. Our son went to Coastal Carolina, and so all of his roommates are from Connecticut and New Jersey and New York. And every time I talk to them, like, what are you doing? How do you end up down here? And every single one of them, dude, the beach. What are you talking about?
They look up warm schools.
Yes, that's like a thing.
Yes.
Oh, so cool. So you have a huge career at Wilmington, huge. And then you get drafted by the Washington team, and you're there for a year?
Yeah, so I entered my name in the draft. Wasn't sure, like, I know I had a really good career and I know like the type of player I am, but you never know with the draft. They sometimes look at bigger schools and players like that. So I was just hoping for the best. And then, I got a call from Spirit and I didn't know though, you don't automatically get a contract. So I was kind of working towards that. So I'd be on and off contract a little bit, which kind of made me persevere through a lot of things, mentally, physically. But yeah, it was a great experience overall, and I think I definitely got better, and it was a great first year.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. The jump, I remember playing competitive basketball years ago. Okay, the jump from middle school to high school was big. The jump from high school to college in terms of the speed of the game was big, and I would hear about the jump from college to pros as you wouldn't believe. Is it the same way with soccer? Like you like I said, you had a huge career. You were big time in college. Then you go to the pros where you sort of looking around like, oh wow.
Yeah, I knew not to have like a big head though coming into it because I knew like the team I was on had a bunch of like U.S. national team players and just a lot of great players. So yeah, it was definitely a big jump to say the least, a little bit scary, but it was cool at the same time getting to play with people I used to watch on TV. And then just my mindset was just kind of take what they say and just grow and learn in that. Yeah, so it definitely taught a lot, it taught me a lot about myself. But the jump was definitely big because you go from college where like sometimes you're maybe more of the star playing a lot, and then you come to this big league and like there's girls who are like 30 or 35, like they're older than you.
And every one of them's a star.
Yeah, they're all stars. Yeah. So yeah, it was an experience, but I loved it. So
now in terms of getting to know yourself and persevering, then you go over to Sweden. I'm going to assume that a girl from Akron and then, the coast of North Carolina hadn't spent a lot of time in Scandinavia, yes?
Oh, no.
So what was that like?
Yeah, it was definitely a big change, especially like living alone. I mean, I had a roommate, but going to another country by myself with no family really around.
Well, and not only is the language barrier, but the written language. I mean, they got stuff that don't appear on our typewriters.
It does not.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So thankfully, I mean, they can all speak English, but yeah, it was definitely tricky to, kind of navigate, but luckily my team made it easy and they would help me out a lot.
Now, at some point, are you thinking, I love this game. This is cool being over here. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to get back and play in the United States. And then what's it like when you get the call to not only come back to the States, but to come back to the Carolinas?
Oh, it was kind of what I had been like dreaming of because, there's only one team in North Carolina for pro women's soccer. It's the Courage, which is the NWSL. So my thought was I either have to try to get back and somehow get my way in with the Courage. And then I was like, oh, actually, no. My dad said there's a league forming for a new pro women's league. So I was like, this is amazing. And I love Charlotte. And yeah, so it was just great.
Well, talk to me about your time with the Ascent, your experience with your teammates. Are you having the time of your life?
Oh my gosh. I'm so thankful. Just since like the first day of preseason and even before then, like the anticipation has just been such a long ride, but I've just loved every second of it. And the team is great. I love the girls. The coaching staff's great. And I think we're really getting into our groove now. So it's just been a really fun journey, especially when you're winning.
I was going to say, winning solves a lot of everything. And we're this close to the playoffs.
Yeah. So we have to keep pushing. But I think if we can keep winning, we'll definitely secure a spot. So I hope so. Because
I can promise you, if you keep winning, everything will be fine.
Yeah. Yep. Just got to keep getting 3 points. Especially home games are very important. So it's really nice to have a big fan club out there. Crowd.
I was going to say, have you been somewhat? I don't know if this is the good term. Have you been pleasantly surprised at the support for the team?
Yes and no. I just know. Obviously, we're the first pro women's team for any sport in Charlotte. So I think there's a lot of people who have probably wanted a women's team.
Right.
And I know Charlotte supports their teams really well, even the Panthers, even if they're not doing that well. But look at like the Charlotte men's MLS team. They have a huge fan base. So,
huge.
Yeah. So yes and no. But yeah, I'm just super happy people are still coming out because we really need it.